to another episode of Talent Exclusive Show, where we bring to you the most amazing young and upcoming talents on the show. And today we have a very special discussion. And today I have with me in the studio a motivational speaker. He go by the name John Adebola. John Adebola, what's up?
Oh, I'm glad to be here today. It's good to have you, by the way.
Yeah, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Well, this guy is not a stranger on the show.
Absolutely.
We are together. So today's topic we'll be discussing on the in-depth of talent. So John Adebola, what do you have to say to this?
Actually, based on that, the major aspect of talent is something that has to be very known because actually we have to know why we are doing what we are doing, what is the origin, what is the root, what prompts the character and the action for us to be doing all of these things.
Exactly.
So actually, according to studies, we have two set of people that really inspire the things that we're doing. So the two set of people is that we have the game master.
Exactly.
So the game master are the ancestry, the our background, where we hail from, are the game master, and the second is the player. So we are the player. So and then people that have came before us, like people that we met in the background, we found ourselves in. From there we get, when we get to them, well, all the things, all the veracity that we needed to know about ourselves, what it is that is so real in the family, what are the things that they have been doing before us, is very necessary for us to know.
Okay.
And actually, every family is gifted with the not even family, every humanity is gifted with creative ability.
Okay.
So creative ability is intricate to so many things. So their creativity is based on defense, some is mental ability, some is just doing all sort of things that is quite amazing. But actually all of these things require you to know, and then it requires some training. So it requires some training that at first, and then the second, it requires you to know, because so many people I've seen today that searching for daily bread, something like that, daily bread, the drive for hustling to get money and all of that have taken away people's purpose from them, has taken people away all of those things that is promised for them to have and acquire in their lifetime.
So are you trying to say that before you can know the in-depth of your talent, as in before you can know the in-depth of what you have, you need to go back to your family origin or your background?
Yes.
It's not that you just sit down and just no, I can do this, I can do that.
No, for the proper balancing, actually there's two things to balance the knowledge. Actually, some people did know their talents naturally. We have seen a lot of prodigies. I mean, people that are born with some natural talent without even telling them that they just find the drive in it. Actually, to those kind of people, they need a proper guidance. So some people, they don't even know it at all. Everybody is given with something. We all have something, one or two things. So to those people that don't know what they are born to be, because a man, not a guy, a man has asked me that, John, I love the fact that you took the courage to be doing all of these things, but actually I don't know what I'm born with. I don't know my talent. I was so
there are some people like that.
I was so like, oh my God, you don't know your talent. I said, so it seems that to some that doesn't really know. So for you to know, you have to go back to the game masters, to the ancestors, to where you hail from, your family background. So because all of these things give some typography, history to delve into what you must do, that you are capable of doing. So actually, you can find yourself in some of those ways in through the history. Maybe like to me, based on what I'm doing, actually in our family we are gifted with mental ability. We love to speak. So from this and looking on to them, so many of my ancestors, they are pastors. They do teaching. They love it. It's just what they are gifted to. So it's needed for me to know it, to understand it, and it's left
Like
to me.
speaking is in your blood.
Is in my blood.
Okay.
So it is left to me to now curve it, to cave it out. What do I want from this? What kind of things do I want to derive from this? Keep speaking of it, of a thing.
Of a thing.
So actually, I might be singing music. It's part of speaking. I'm speaking something to curve it to what I want. But the major thing is just diving or trying to reflect to this history that you hail from. So asking the game master, what are they doing? What, and then to them, what do they met before they came? You know, something like that. You have to get some information right there for you to apprehend on what.
I'm
you
looking at it
do.
from this angle, from what you just said. Like, if you want to diving into something, you need to go back to your origin and look for. What about those people that nobody have done that in their family, and they are just like, okay, I'm the first person in this family to be doing this thing, and maybe your parents, like, they are not supporting it at all. What do you have to say to those type of people that find themselves in their shoe?
Actually, in that very aspect, to some people like that, I think that they are very gifted to have their parent not doing it.
Okay.
So the reason why I say that is that to some of those people, if they actually find themselves doing something like incredible that their parents don't even do of, so to some of them they tend to be more stronger in it, because there is nobody really operating it, though their parents will be kind of ignorant about what it is, that what is it up to, why are you doing all of these things, that you need to be working, you need to be doing something, why are you wasting your time, something like that. The parent might be giving all of this kind of information in place, not knowing that the things that they are defiant of, the thing that they ignore doing, and all of that is just, it rubs on the child to be doing. So, and actually, to some of those people like that, they call them idiot servants.
Okay.
So actually, they'll be doing something that that implies their talent, but it will be kind of unconscious to them. So it will not be something that they really feel drive about. They will not be really meddling in all of those things. So to their child, it's just that they need to try to find a space for themselves.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'm very sorry for cutting you. Okay. We need to go on this quick break because the director is already blowing the whistle behind the camera. Welcome back from the short break, and we still have the amazing John Agbudibola in the studio with us today. John Agbudibola, talking about African parents and their children. What do you have to say about new talents growing up with different type of thing in which their parents do not support? How do you think they can overcome that?
So first, I would like to talk to the parents first.
Okay.
So the parents have to know that they can't compare their lifestyle with their children's style. So it's kind of different. So the thing is that you can't be comparing 19th mentality to these times of our days mentality. It's quite different.
Okay.
So to parent, when you see your children or your son or your daughter is doing something incredible that you've never get up to before, just leave them, only for you to just be encouraging them to keep doing it.
You know that this type of thing is just like embarrassment to them. Like someone expecting his child to grow up and become a lawyer or become a doctor in a hospital, and now finding it, the child growing up to become a saxophonist or become to be playing violin. It's kind of different. It's kind of crazy. You just be like, are you normal?
Exactly.
Are you really doing something nice?
Absolutely.
So,
true, So the thing is just that based on that, they have to know that talent is all about identity. It's all about your identity.
Okay.
What you are born with is what you it's just an inner drive. It is inborn. It's what you find so natural to you to be doing. All of these things is something natural to us. It's not just so. Actually, one thing about thing that, or the major thing that they need to know, that the aspect of education is just a role. So role is different from identity. So actually, the role is lawyer. So many things that we need to get rid of. So many kinds of mentality that has been driving away our purpose,
our passion.
our passion, our potentiality. We need to have a change of mind based on that, to parents trying to falsify their child doing something that they dream about them. It's not necessarily that you impose something on someone.
Okay.
So because it happens to me sometimes ago that when I was when I was focused on this thing, my mother was just like pressurizing me that I want you to be a doctor, to be this. I said, I don't have time for all of that, because something like, so she was just pressurizing me, doing all of that. But actually, to as my parent, I have to respect them. But actually, I have to let them know, and then give them some precept that, well, actually, I know that you want a better life for me, but actually, I can't go into this. I'm not good at this. Even though if I go, I just go for the fact that you force me.
And they accept it like that, right?
Yeah, because I have a right. I have the right to speak. And to parents, you have to give your child the right to speak. And actually, the world we live in today has changed. We are in 21st century now.
Okay.
So you can't be comparing 20th century or 19th century or all of those decades of centuries with the 21st century that we have.
Things are really changing.
It has really changed. And in the 21st century that we have, it is skills that pay most. It is skills.
Okay.
So and talent implies skill. There's something natural to you that you can be doing. So what people are really being successful at today is from their talent. Like now, you can't compare. Though we need a doctor because it's very needed. We need a lawyer. We need all of them in place.
Exactly.
We need them. But actually, people that are deriving a lot of
joy in their
lifetime,
we surely dive in.
It's talent stuff that is giving them all of that. And then, even though we can see that they have a lot of money, they have a lot of everything they demand for out of life. And actually, you can be doing your talents and then play the role that your parents tell you to do. But actually, you have to be strong in that. It's not really necessary, because we see this guy Faust. Faust is a lawyer. He's a lawyer by profession, but his talent is music. I am so very sure that his father was so frightening with him for choosing to be a musician rather than going for lawyer stuff that he was that he sent him to do.
Well,
but actually,
it's really difficult. Difficult.
It's very difficult, but we need to balance it. So balancing is very, very important, and not only balance, we need enlightenment also. So everybody needs enlightenment and guidance, so that we will not be robbing our potential and all the things that we are meant to do of the roles that we met in the world. We should need to balance it. So actually, for parents, you just have to have a sincere discussion
with your
children. Having a strong intimacy with them. That's why I really love American folks. They don't pressurize their children.
Okay.
So they try to study them. What is he good at? Just like me, when I started, getting the passion out of me, every day I just, sit down with books, studying, doing everything. So to the extent that my mother was like, John, why are you just pressurizing yourself with all of these things? To the extent, he was even bargaining with me that this thing will make you crazy.
Okay.
And then I come from a spiritual background. And they believe so much in spirituality, and then they just like, it's in the Bible that let her kill it. They are just giving me a lot of description from the Bible. I was like, boy, I need this thing. I don't know why. Something is just pushing
you to that.
If there's no passion for something, you won't have the interest in it. So it started from passion. So parents, they need to understand that, when they started, seeing some strange things from their children, they need to be so understanding with them.
And they should be supportive.
They should be supportive and allow them to follow their passion in order to make something amazing out of it.
Thank you very much. This is an amazing point. So anybody facing that type of issue, you just need to diagnose with your parents.
Exactly,
and make things happen. Let them believe that you can do this. You can do this better.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching this. Meet us on the next episode. Bye for now.